you very much to the panel who might be holding your seats for a moment. Finally, please welcome MCMT's Managing Director, Matt Snelson, who's going to tell you a little bit more about the facilities here.
Okay, so thank you. Next time we'll spend the money on more batteries. So it's only actually 9 months ago that we got the contract away with the LEP for a service contract for the nearly £2 million. 9 months, as most people know in the movies, is having a baby. So welcome to the christening. It's very kind of you, Edward, to actually, give you a little bit of praise, but actually I'm going to spread the love. So this is a consortium approach, and I've got a long list of sponsors. I am going to run through them. So the Zwicks, the ETGs, the Filtermist, the Hickman's Estates, who's gifted us the building for 2.5 years, Go Green, who've gifted us the furniture that you see in the auditorium area, Hexagon Metrology, giving us twice the kit we paid for, ABB Robotics, as you see outside, NatWest, who funded the video, sponsored our SME event last week, RBS, who provided a bridging loan, because you have to be able to actually get to the money, spend the money to claim the money back on a lot of the contracts, FBC Manby Bowdler, shareholder companies, so thank you to the shareholders for staying brave through the process. What you'll realise, or what I didn't realise but now do, is that family-owned businesses, you think very entrepreneurial, actually very entrepreneurial, very risk-averse. So going from nothing to big overnight has been quite something. Obviously the stakeholders, so the LEP, the Council, and also Europe, so we have received some European Regional Development funding, bloody difficult to get to. If you do want to come and see our file, we have to retain it till 2035. The build that you've seen, so the fact that we've had 67 concrete wagons roll through the door, we've raised all the entrances, we've placed shutter doors, the landlords funded the car parks to be fully resurfaced, all through Samco, TP, our principal contractor, using the likes of CD and Compare. Schools and universities, so you'll see outside we've got the Harper's Rally car, we've got the University of Wolverhampton Formula 3 car. We're very much selling the story that you come to us to do the vocational apprentice routes, you're earning money straight away. Actually, our apprentices, I can't see, some of them are at the door, are getting cars delivered, on contract because they're employed. You don't see that, you go to university. So take this route, you can join us from 16, but it's not age limited, earn money straight away, vocational training. When we have graduates go off to university from the region, quite often we've lost them. We've got a real issue in the region of ageing population, actually low employment, but low skills, low GVA, which is your salary levels. In our own little way, we want to do something about that. So we're trying, through what we're doing with the skills, what we're doing through the incubator space that we've provided, and Louise from Bioform's taken the first office, and moving from kitchen table to actually be based here. When you get to 10 people, I'll chuck you out. It's also about additionality, it's not duplicity, and that was very clear in the actual first contract. We're not trying to replicate what colleges are doing. We're adding capacity, we're adding higher skills. It's a hub and spoke model, so we want to be the hub, and the spokes go out into our quite rural area. The additionality already, we're seeing people like Genvy, A.V. Birch, H.L. Smith, never had apprentices before, taking on apprentices is absolutely the right thing to do. What's next? First of all, to get this place sustainable in terms of the revenue streams coming through. We've got the engineering club, Isla Bikes, great company based in Ludlow. Currently, they buy all their components from Vietnam. They want to onshore. They want to do it in Shropshire. So we're helping them. They've joined our club model. They pay us a little bit of revenue every month. We give them access to the kits. We put a tutor alongside them. Hopefully, in time, they'll set up their own manufacturing facility. That could grow from 5 to 10 to 100 jobs. We've also got a charity, and there's some of the trustees and trustee lawyers here today. So for kids who would find it difficult to get into engineering, we're setting up a charity. Now we think autistic, disadvantaged, struggle through the mainstream school system, wouldn't do particularly well in a mainstream apprentice interview. Actually, we could employ them through our trust, and we're looking for seed capital if anybody knows anybody who wants to actually put some money into it. We want to get that so we can employ people directly, and then at 15 months after they've done their full-time section, we go to the employers and say, this kid's great at CAD or CAM, but don't let them be a team leader. Mental health also, so we want to really start to be proactive about mental health into youth. So trying to remove some of the blockers to discuss it, so even the social media side. And then, on top of all that, Philip, we'd like to be an Institute of Technology. So, as part of industrial strategy, government's allocated £170 million for employer-led facilities. We've got a scheme that we want to go to the next level of technologies and support all of our businesses in the region in terms of the next generation of technology, linking straight through to the universities. And finally, from me, a massive, massive thank you to my fellow board members, so to Becky, to Chris and to Nigel. This job, it doesn't stop at 5 o'clock. We do have a fifth board member, his name is Gordon, and he comes alongside his mate Tonic. Often a lot of the work we do is late in the evenings, and actually, you know, we've all got families, we get home, we look after the kids, and then we're back at it. So, once again, thank you so much.
Today. We'd like to invite you to stay, have a look round, go behind the wall, meet with the MCMT team and some of the apprentices, and of course stay with us for a bite to eat and a glass to celebrate. So thank you very much for coming, and good morning.